Hello, Barry.
Nicola, how you doing?
I'm doing really well, thank you very much indeed. Good to talk to you today. We decided to have a little bit of chat about your recent graduation and the fact that you've completed the HPD, the Hypnotherapy and Practice Diploma. Congratulations. Tell me, why did you want to become a hypnotherapist in the first place?
Well, I suppose it's good to give a bit of a background as to why I wanted to go this direction. So I was in London for a few years. I've always kind of wanted to get ahead in the corporate kind of world, or I don't know, always pushing myself. And I was in a job that turned out to be a lot more stressful than I had thought and I had imagined. And to the point where just as lockdown started, I became really anxious, very stressed, and that kind of evolved into depression and lack of sleep and everything. And unfortunately, to the point where I actually was hospitalized with a nervous breakdown for a couple of weeks. So from there, I was like, okay, I got to get. I really want to understand what led me to that point. I was medicated. I didn't want to be medicated. So I was like, okay, I wanted to learn as much as I could about what got me to that point. So I started studying anxiety, depression, started studying about how the brain works, just got so interested in neuroscience and wanted to learn more about it, and ended up reading online articles and so on, and came across, hypnotherapy as being a great way to relax, calm the mind, and overcome these things and get a handle on mental health. So I actually went for hypnotherapy, thought it was incredible, and I just wanted to go down that route, wanted to study it, and then I wanted to obviously help people with similar issues to what I had and help them overcome it, and in parallel make a career out of it because it was so interesting. So
fantastic. Yeah, that's a really interesting story, and it's one that so many people suffer from that anxiety aspect, and to be able to help them is very worthwhile. Why did you end up choosing Clifton Practice Hypnotherapy Training in Belfast, CPHT Belfast? Why did you end up choosing them to train with?
So I actually wanted to learn more about neuroscience, and I wanted to learn different tools in relation to mental health and kind of combine both of them in actual fact. So with kind of what, just personal kind of educating myself to try and overcome my own issues, I wanted to study it. So I was researching courses and researching what courses had a bit of neuroscience, what courses had some like therapy tools that I could maybe combine, and because they were the two areas I was really interested in at that particular time. And sure enough, CPHT, I eventually came across CPHT, read into it. I was like, this sounds exactly what I'm looking for. So next thing you know, I applied. Next thing you know, I'm talking to Nicola. Next thing you know, I'm graduated.
Yeah, just what we were talking about, wasn't it, before we started this interview, is the fact that the 10 months of the course has just flown by and you're already graduated. It just seems 10 minutes ago we were originally talking about your initial inquiry. And now when you're sitting in this position, having graduated, and now you've got your practice beginning to build nicely, which it has been over the months you've been on the course. What are your thoughts in general about the course? What's your favourite bit about the course, or what are your general thoughts about the course itself?
So on weekend one, when I arrived, I thought, straight away it was I've always liked the fact where you're when you're thrown in the deep end, you learn how to swim, and from the very start, we were given the small tools were introduced every weekend, every module. Slowly but surely we were given tools, but after we were given the tools and taught them at the weekend, it was straight into practicing with friends and family, get out of the comfort zone, which was huge. It was really tough, but that's where the real that's where it all started to come together, and that's where momentum started, was practicing, working with friends, working with family. And the fact you're working with friends and family, it kind of, you get over the hump of them thinking what's he up to now, or what, any questions. You kind of, because you're confident when you do a few of them, and the more you do, the better you get. And then the next week, the next month, you come into the next module, the next weekend, you learn more tools to go and add to what you've learned previously, and so on and so forth, to the point where you've got a lot of tools to deal with, a lot of different clients who always come in with different things, and they want to achieve different things. It was just amazing. The practical aspect was amazing. We learned a lot, in terms of academia and the brilliant structure of the modules and the homework and the portfolio and stuff. But for me, implementing it face to face, putting what you've learned into practice, that was a big impact. And that was that's why I love this. It wasn't just read the books. It was go and do and read the books. So it was good.
And of course, by month three, you were going out and working with members of the general public on a case study basis, so people you didn't know. And that's what we smile, because getting friends and family to help you in the first couple of months, we know is quite challenging. It's actually easier when you start working with the case studies who you don't know. So I
forgot to mention that. Yes, exactly. Forgot to mention that. So the first couple of months, you're just you're just practicing. But then when you start putting out flyers, looking for people in the general public, putting up social media posts, that's when it really starts. And then you get one or two people that you've never met to start feeling the impacts of what you've learned, positive impacts of what you learned. Then you get, your confidence starts growing. Then you're like, I want to keep doing this. I want to keep doing this. So and then month 7 or 8, you're like, okay, I just I want to keep this going. I want to make this really work now. After month 5 clicked for me. Month 5 really started clicking. I was like, okay, this is really powerful stuff. And really enjoyable. Enjoyable.
Fantastic. Well done. Well, good luck with your future career. We will be keeping in touch with all our graduates. We like to keep in touch with people. So, but very much good luck with it, and keep helping people.
Thanks, Nicola.
Speak soon. Cheers. Bye.